What is going on, guys? Welcome to an all new show. I mean, we've done this before, but an all new episode anyway. Our monthly Rumble. Kind of cool because GC Rock's going to get his shot at the world title. Again, won the last Rumble. Jane won the last Rumble. Going to get her shot at Bobby Hart. So these two getting their shots here tonight. We also have a couple tag team matches. But look, other than that, it is the men's 30-person Rumble, the women's 30-person Rumble, and it is getting ready to happen right now. What is going on, Beast? Welcome to the show, buddy. How are you doing? Matt Storm, the man, the myth, the legend. What is happening? Prime time Sean Sanders. You can see the 30 people that are going to be in this. No idea how they're going to come out. But you can see Dubs. You can see Brooklyn Jokers. Brand new look from Dragunov. Keep your eyes peeled for that. That's going to be Matt Storm going to be in it. Some crazy stuff going on. Crazy stuff happening in here right now.
The following contest is the Royal Rumble match. Now, the two superstars that drew number 1 and number 2 will start the ring at the same time. Other superstars will join in the order they drew. This will continue until all 30 superstars have entered the ring. Eliminations occur when you are thrown over the top rope with both feet landing on the floor. The last superstar in the ring will be declared the Royal Rumble winner and will go on to face the champion of their choice at WrestleMania!
Look at the state of this arena, dude. Like, I am telling you guys, our arenas are next level.
Introducing the participants. First, representing the Infiltrators from Jersey City, New Jersey. Weighing in at 263 pounds, the Violator RTK!
Rated R2K. Haven't seen him in a bit. Just got a complete makeover here in the TCW. Really like this version. If we look back, we remember R2K really starting to get kind of a foothold in the TCW, doing something that nobody else has ever done in the TCW, and that is pin all 7 people to win the Outlaw title from the number 1 position. He proved that it can be done. Really would have thought we would have seen him rise a little bit faster, but really kind of, and we see this a lot in wrestling, kind of hit that stall pattern, kind of hit a patch where he stalled out. I wonder with the new look if that is going to change.
The individual who drew number 2 from the 5th dimension, weighing in at 311 pounds,
Brooklyn Joker's another guy. Hasn't really got the things moving yet. Hasn't really got everything moving. He gets things moving in other places, but hasn't really got it going here yet. Is this going to be one of those things where he can do it? And it kind of makes me wonder, I've never seen anybody win a Rumble from position number 1 here in the TCW. But I would put, if I was a bet man and I was going to put money on some things, R2K, that'd be the guy I'd put money on. I don't know if you guys have been checking out the posts that have been happening on the channel, but I am telling you, those posts next level. Thumbnail, next level. There are a lot of bigger things even than these images that are going to be next level. We have some really neat things coming out with record breakers with the Immortals. We can now finally, not quite yet, I'm still training the AI to do it, but we could very well start seeing the Hall of Legends inductions coming for our wrestlers. So, very, very big things happening, man. This is the next level of E-Federation Wrestling. We have done, like, even though I would have really liked to see us do a show on Monday, we just were not ready to do it. So, just because you're not seeing a show I've been doing, as soon as I've got time, I've been working till about midnight every single night for the last 3 weeks. Not only getting the images so we can upload them in the game and they aren't all crazy, but also the posts that you're going to see, the stuff you're going to see on Discord. I'm starting to put it out on X. So look at this. Paul the Thing in, Raymond Jones in. I mean, you're talking about four big boys. You got 3 of them in the ring right now. I kind of feel bad for R2K. Frankie Two Fingers wouldn't be having it. I'd be out of there right now. And the very first elimination. Raymond Jones putting Brooklyn out for the very first elimination of the evening. Oh! Just got saved right there. R2K, for whatever reason, just saved Paul the Thing. You guys might want to keep that right in the back of the old memory banks. We've got a really special cross Royal Rumble coming up with the SSU, and it is going to be, there are going to be rules involved in that match that you have never seen before. Every single elimination will matter, I can promise you that. Bobby O now coming in at the number 6 spot. Raymond Jones is another one of those wrestlers that, again, it's kind of like Milkman, where I thought Milkman would be a world champion. I think Raymond Jones has that in him as well. Still waiting on Milkman to do it, don't get me wrong, but I almost have zero doubts that it will happen. Logan now in the ring, and these guys kind of going back and forth, and for the first time tonight. No, we're still 7. We're still going to only be seeing 7 people in the ring. I'm telling you, man, you can't find bigger wrestlers right now. Well, I say that, and Digital Dogs isn't in the ring, but who knows? Let me know what you guys think about all the AI images. I have put a lot of hours into doing it. If it's not something you guys think is a good deal, let me know. And we're sitting in a really weird spot, or R2K is sitting in a really weird spot. And now, for the first time tonight, oh, I said, let Digital Dogs not get in there, but Jameson Emerald just eliminated the big man. Paul eliminating Bobby O. I think what's going on is they see the big dog, Digital Dogs, leader of the TWO, jumping in the ring, and they're like, maybe now's a good time to get out of here. Maybe now is the time where we want to maybe pack this thing up back here, and we're going to take this on down the road. Oh, Digital in a very precarious position. Johnny C making his way. I bet you the wrestlers right now are like finally somebody that's not so big making their way into the ring. With Johnny C hanging in there. Oh, Digital just said, get on out. Get on out of the ring there, Jameson. And right when Jameson Emerald gets kicked out, his tag partner, Kedry, makes his way into the match. So don't even know if those two would have had issues with each other. But kind of preserving the integrity of their tag team. Jameson Emerald out, Kedry in. Kedry, another one of those guys, been around since season 1. Going for a ride. The number 1 guy, look, he is out. Logan, out. Andrew Dubb, speak his name and he will appear. Uh-oh. Oh! Oh! It looked like he had him. It looked like the plague was coming for the dog.
Has been eliminated.
And Dubbs putting Johnny C out with a quickness. Dubbs just comes in, he's like, whatever. What are the rules? You throw people out? Okay. Kedry getting the elimination on Digital Dogs. I think everybody's going to be sending Kedry a card saying thank you. And it's funny, the more you watch this and the more data we gather, some people just aren't. Just aren't people that are good in these kind of matches. But then again, there's a lot of things that are going on also. What? If you didn't see that, go back and rewind at R2K with a double elimination when it looked like he was going to be the one getting eliminated. Dubbs trying to sneak in the back door like a milkman on him, but rated. This is why I would put my money, if anybody could ever do it, it'd be R2K. If anybody had a shot at winning from position 1, it'd be R2K. Right now, I am almost positive the record for us, at least in the TCW, is the 20th spot. We used to not do a lot of rumbles. Now we do them. There are monthly rumbles that will happen. Not on your calendar, but on this calendar. Brand new newcomer, Tiberius Macklin, making his way down to the ring. And you look at Macklin, and it could be one of those guys, like, there are only 3 horsemen. Maybe Macklin could be that guy. He's got, almost has the horseman look to him. Yeah, he's just like, let me just throw you out. And Kedry's really good in these situations. Chilavok now getting in, getting on it. You know, the biggest thing that a lot of this stuff means with some of the next level that we're going to, it is going to be, you can see, I could put these on t-shirts. You guys could actually buy, if you're like, man, I want a Maniacs t-shirt, you'd be able to buy one. If you're like, hey, I want an Eagle Star t-shirt, you'd be able to buy one. So that eventually is the next step. We talked about it for long enough. Jake Plague taking Chilliwack out. Chilliwack's one of those guys that don't typically do well in these matches. But we're getting into that area. Herbie coming out. That is spot number 15. So we're getting into the part where we're right at the halfway mark. And at number 16, the toadiest of the Magodius, Totes Magotes on his way out. And Totes is another one. We say it a lot. Not good in these style matches typically. So... And look, Totes going right after Horseman. And maybe he's just getting him out of the way because as soon as he could, he kind of switched up and went somewhere else. Herbie going after Macklin. And Herbie typically does very well in these. Oh, Drew Hawthorne down to the ring. You see what I mean? Herbie finally gets R2K out. R2K lasting until the 13th spot. And then immediately just going after Totes. And Herbie don't care who you are. Look, going after the big one of the bigger guys in the ring, Jake Plague. Jake Plague split open. And Beast now making his way down to the ring at number 18. So you look at Totes, you look at Herbie, Drew Hawthorne to Beast, kind of rooting for one of those guys because that would break a record. Moving forward, like anybody in the ring right now would break a record. But typically, those are the guys that you look at, you know what I mean? Kyle Graves coming in. Whoa! Right when you look down to do something, Herbie eliminating Drew Hawthorne. It's hard to keep up with all the craziness that goes on. Now number 20, Matt Storm. What kind of splash is he going to make? Matt Storm typically really good at events like this. The Beast trying to get Totes out right now. And I bet you champions are like, yeah, please get Totes on out of here. Oh, it looked like Eagle Star was trying to come in for some double team action, but instead, getting him some to Beast. And the Beast stops him. Miguel Morales now at 21. Totes and Miguel getting after it. And Jake Plague really trying to get Herbie out. But again, right now, Herbie's probably the guy, like in matches like this, I probably put a little bit of money on. You know what I mean? Maybe he doesn't make it to the end, coming in at 15, but maybe he does. Whoa! The Beast putting out the Plague. The Beast says he's been vaccinated. Eagle Star then putting out the Beast. And that's gotta suck. You're like, man, I just got this other guy eliminated. I think we're in a good spot now. We're doing some things. We're making some things happen. And here comes one of the member of the Horsemen letting you know that maybe that's not what's going on. Maybe what's really happening is something different. Kyle Graves probably inadvertently saves Totes. Miguel noticed right away. Miguel's like, hey, let's go ahead and get this guy out. Here he goes again. Oh, I didn't think Totes was going to have that one in him, but gets the leg up just in the nick of time. Blaze McCoy making his way down now. Blaze McCoy having a shot at a title. A little double elimination there. Eagle and Kyle teaming up to get Herbie out, and that's what it was going to take. Some double teams to get Herbie out. So those guys getting together, one to make sure that they're the ones having the best shot at getting the title. And JP, you know it wouldn't be an event without JP. So JP now making his way down to the ring. JP, another one of those guys, gonna have a shot at the Outbreak World title. Totes getting the elimination on Miguel. Matt Storm, no stranger to JP. If you guys go over to the SSU, they got the beef going on over there right now. Having a little beef in the ring right here. Like, why wait to have some beef? You can just have it right here. SC Jumpman coming in at number 24. Look, Eagle's like, man, hey, I didn't do nothing. I wasn't doing nothing down there. But maybe Toad shouldn't have left the Horseman, you know what I mean? And that's a crazy story, too. You start looking at storylines with the TWO. You look at storylines with the Horseman, the Hart Foundation, all kinds of stuff. Whoa! Matt Storm trying to get away from it. Oh, Eagle fighting it for all he's worth. Finally able to do it. But that time, Blaze McCoy staying with him. Even though it got reversed, he was right there to get things switched over. And look at this, the brand new look of Recon Delta. Recon Delta coming in at number 25. Crazy new look. Oh, Kyle Graves gets an extraction put on him, but still in the ring, so it doesn't matter. Not even sure who eliminated Totes there. That one happened so quick, but somebody eliminated him, without a doubt. We'll have to go back and try to watch the replay on that. Eagle having SC Jumpman, no real way to go with him. I was like, is JP going to see this and maybe get a little deuce, a little duel? And they do. Eagle and JP teaming up to get SC Jumpman over the ropes. Right now, I think the longest guy you've had in the ring, Eagle Star at number 13. If Eagle could just hang out a little bit more, he will have a chance to demolish the record. Kind of pulling for Eagle Star right now. Rowdy Hunt coming in at number 26. Oh, look at that. JP fighting through it. Eagle trying to collect that bounty on him. Not working out. Not working out the way he wanted. Man, look at the new look at Recon Delta. That is freaky.
A competitor has been eliminated.
Pretty sure Rowdy was the one to eliminate Blaze right there. The brand new look of Dragunov. Haven't seen Dragunov in a hot minute. JP getting the elimination on Eagle Star. So there goes the hopes of destroying the record. Now Kyle Graves at 19. Well, I was going to say Kyle Graves was at 19, but Rowdy kind of hesitated a little bit there. Probably shouldn't have, but he did. Hesitated long enough for Kyle Graves to get back around. Recon eliminating Dragunov. Those guys having some history if you look way back in the day. You'd have to go back. Robbo now coming in at 28. Who is going to win the monthly Royal Rumble? Oh, JP tried to take advantage. Recon was going after him, and so was Matt Storm, but he jumps back just in time. JW Caliber coming in at 29. And there is room for the 30th person to get on up on in here. So we got Kyle at 19. We got Matt Storm at 20. What's going on, El Toro? Welcome to the show. So now it's back. Matt Storm at the 20 spot. Longest competitor in the ring right now. Rowdy's starting to get back on it. We've seen Rowdy actually have quite the losing streak here recently. And look, we've seen all the greats go through this at one point or another. I'm starting to think I missed somebody somehow, and that all 30 people must be in the ring. I don't see anybody else getting called in. I'm not quite sure who I missed writing down, so it's crazy. Not too bad. JP doing much better now, to be fair. JP eliminates Matt Storm. Yeah, we must have missed somebody somewhere. I just didn't write them down. Rowdy eliminating Robbo. Now that's crazy because that is a former leader of the Horsemen getting eliminated by the current leader of the Horsemen. JP trying to take Recon out. We are down to the final four apparently. It's really weird. I'm even missing one of the eliminations, apparently. Everything I've got says 29. Crazy. Nope, I wrote totes down. I have to go back and watch the whole thing again. But yeah, I'm even missing an elimination somewhere, which is weird. Can they? Oh, look at that. JW and Rowdy teaming up to eliminate JP. Who is it going to be? Recon Delta, Rowdy Hunt, or JW Caliber? JW Caliber, kind of rooting for JW right now because you look at it, even though he was the last one to come in, he has never gotten a world title shot, much less the universal world title shot. Yeah, and Rotro Skedios, right? Well, no, I guess I haven't missed one of the things because we would be one short. There'd only be 29 eliminations. So now you look at JW Caliber, and the crazy thing about this, he is going up against one of the foundational champions in the TCW. He is going up against a 4-time Meltdown world champion. And Rowdy Hunt will get another shot at the Universal World title.
Final champ, Rowdy Hunt.
But still, the crazy thing, nope, got JP. The crazy thing, looking at all of this, JW coming down to the end. So yeah, maybe he didn't win it, but maybe he needs to be looked at a little harder in that mid-card division. You know what I mean? Maybe that's his next step. Yeah, you're going to see that a lot of our wrestlers look different, even though I'm the one that created them. When other wrestlers move on with my creation into other E-federations, I change what they look like here typically. Just how it is. But nowhere else are you going to see some of this stuff. I don't think you might realize what you're looking at on this screen right here. I took your in-game character and took a picture of it, moved it in to AI, had the AI create a realistic version of you, and then I re-uploaded that back into the game. Step number 2. I'm going to take the AI version of you that I uploaded into the game, and I've also written a program where it will turn your face, the face that's in the game, into a much better face scan. So the face scans are going to get better. There's all kinds of stuff going on. I almost need to do a podcast just to show you what is happening, what we're doing, and how we're doing it. Like, it is it's some next level stuff. But whether it's this level or that level, Herbie somehow snuck into the Rumble. We don't see that quite a bit. We tried not to let that happen, but sometimes every Rumble it seems like there's a surprise entrant into that. Didn't see Grady in this Rumble, but somehow Herbie snuck his way in there and did really well. But right now, the challengers for the Universal Tag Team titles, Jay Savage and the Lord Arthur Stevenson, the current Universal Tag Team Champions, getting ready to make their way down to the ring and defend what they want to be theirs. And that's the thing. You're looking at the owner of the SSU, his right-hand man, coming in, taking the Universal Tag Team title belts. Can American Alpha 2, do they have a shot to get these tag team title belts back? Or will the SSU continue to hold on to these tag team title belts? The top tag team title belts in the land. And we're seeing a much different version right now of Jay Savage. We saw Jay Savage for a while getting a little chunky, but now that he's been wrestling again, all of a sudden starting to lose that weight, starting to firm back up, starting to get more muscle on, starting to lose that dad bod, and now is that going to make him quicker Is that going to make him quicker in the ring? That's what we got to look out for. What is going on, Eagle? Welcome to the show.
The following is a tag team match set for one fall and is for the Universal World Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 449 pounds, Gray and Cowboy Herbert, American Alpha.
What's going on, Logan? Welcome to the show.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 531 pounds, the Universal World Tag Team Champions, Lord Arthur Stevenson and Jay the Savage, the Infiltrators.
Fun little fact, actually got to meet Eagle Star yesterday, him and his wife. Amazing people. Really fun getting to hang out with them. I just realized I didn't even share this out. I'm just sitting here jaw-jacking, you know what I mean? Guys, remember, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time we go live, share the video. Sometimes I need you guys to save me from me, you know what I mean? Nice. Big shout out going out to Wee Man. What is going on? Little man, welcome to the show. Getting off to a start right here. Now, until the last match, I don't think we've really got to see Arthur really kind of open up, but all of a sudden the last match when he was fighting GC Rock, it's almost like maybe getting a little comfortable here. Things starting to go down, and this isn't this is the normal tag situation going on right now. One pin and you win. But yeah, the Lord was another one, looking at the way our universe is, how things are going. Just a couple things that weren't quite right in the AI version of it, so we fixed that, and yeah, doing much better. Just like Miguel. Miguel was another one. We missed a couple things on there, and now Miguel doing much, much better. And you can see losing a little bit of that weight right there, really starting to look like it's starting to help Jay Savage out in the ring. I hope that's interesting in a good way. Hopefully Eagle's not trying to be nice, be like, yeah, Tokes is a weird one. What's going on, Witcher? Sister, welcome to the stream. And look, you know, Herbie, even though he was in that match for quite some time, that Rumble's not like your normal matches, so Herbie a little bit warmed up, you know what I mean? That's what I'm doing right now, Jakai. Welcome to the show. Oh, and look at the state of this. And here's the thing. You look at Grady and Herbie, not the biggest wrestlers. However, they are used to wrestling against some of the biggest guys out there, so they don't get intimidated by getting in the ring. You can see maybe sometimes with some of the wrestlers, they get a little bit intimidated getting in the ring, but not these two. So they are multi-time world champions, and they are multi-time world champion, or World Tag Team Champions for a reason. Oh, there we go. The Lord just happened to get in some push-ups. Maybe, it's like, hey, let's get a head start on the ring or on the gym here later today. Oh, the Lord trying to get back over. But Grady blocking his way and then letting it be known he does it again. Finally, the Lord gets up. He's like, I'm not having it. Fine, you get over there. If you're not going to let me get over there, you get over there. And round they go. Now they've gone in circles so many times, I think the Lord was just like, hey, I'm going to put this guy over here now. Like Uncle. Oh, that's a smart move right there. It looked like Grady was going for the pin. We know Arthur wants to get out, but that was smart to do a quick cover-up. Slow Grady down, and now Jay Savage remains in control of the match. Oh, look at that. Herbie again. Herbie just one of those guys, like you've always got to keep account of where he's at. Even if he's not in the ring, you got to make sure you know where he's at. Here we go, a little double team action. Oh, Route Rosquetios. You got a little Route Rosquetios on his cornflakes right there. How do you survive that? The answer is you probably don't. Herbie having to get in. Look, Herbie trying to give his tag partner a little bit of time to recover from the cardiac arrest he just got from the Lord. And now these two really starting to show you why they are the Universal Tag Team Champions. While we haven't seen them working a lot together here, you know they've worked a lot outside of the TCW. So these guys very familiar with what they're doing. Are we going to see? No. Not the triple butterfly. We just saw like a little fake out triple butterfly. And I almost thought that was going to be enough to retain the titles, but right now, setting up for it. You can't see it, but that is what he is doing. And here it is, the world-famous tripletta, the triple butterfly, and that might mean it is all over. But the crying. 1, 2, 3, and Jay Savage and the Lord will retain.
Here are your winners, and still the Universal World Tag Team Champions, Jay Savage and Lord Arthur Stevenson, the Infiltrators.
And two, guys, if you guys haven't checked out Jakai's channel, go check him out. Got his own thing going on over there. Go check it out, see what is going on. Good stuff always happening over there. So, of course, on the monthly Rumble shows, we have now, the big star is the men and women's Rumble. We've already seen the men's Rumble. We've seen the men tag team titles. We're going to see the women's universal tag team titles, and we'll always see the world titles defended. So typically, if you're in one of those matches, you can't be in the Rumble. However, Herbie pulled a little fast one, but they didn't really lose because of Herbie. Herbie on the outside of the ring didn't really go down that way. So very, very interesting.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall and is for the Universal Women's World Tag Team and Women's Intercontinental Tag Team Championships. Introducing the champions, the Women's Intercontinental Tag Team Champions, Samantha Walker and Stephanie Walker, the family.
So very crazy. These two normally would not be getting a shot at the Universal title belts with them still holding the Intercontinental Tag Team title belts. However, because both of these tag teams are from the same show, the Walker sisters have agreed to put the Intercontinental title belts on the line. This is a dual championship match. Now, the Road Warriors 2.0 are undefeated when title belts are on the line, whether they are the challenger or the champions.
The Universal Women's World Tag Team Champions, the Spider and the Falcon, the Road Warriors.
So, daughters of the Road Warriors coming down to the ring. Their very first match was for the Universal Tag Team title belts. They won those. The only team to ever beat them in a non-tag team match, non-tag team title match, is the Walker sisters. Then they came back and won. They've been going back and forth. Now, the way things have been going, you would think the Walker sisters are up. And I'm betting that's what the Walker sisters also believe, because they agreed to put the Intercontinental Tag Team title belts on the line to get a shot at the Universal Tag Team Championships. So we don't see a lot of title for title matches, but you're going to get one here tonight. And it's one and done. It is one pinfall, takes both title belts. So, very interesting thing now that it is a dual title match and those title belts are owned by separate competitors, right? One on one side, one on the other side. Both of them have the champion's advantage in this match. So, you can lose the match by countout, but the title belts will not change hands. They'll say exactly where they are. Yeah, you won the match. You lost the war. You didn't get the title belt. So, will we see dual champions here tonight? Will the champion's advantage get used here tonight? Now, these two have been putting on, teams have been putting on some crazy matches every single Thursday Night Outbreak. It's hard not to have these teams fighting each other on the card because the matches are so amazing. You would think that now the title belts are on the line because they've never been on the line in this kind of a match. You would think now between the two of them with the title belts on the line, they'll even take it up to another level. Is that going to happen, or are we going to get a dud? Don't know, but that is a little bit of clap on, clap off, the ear clapper. So now Samantha getting in the ring, the older of the Walker sisters, or the eldest Walker sister. And recently, we just got to see their mom fighting against Witcher, and that was another really, really good match. So now you look at the four of them, we know that coming up, a little old school Road Warriors move their dads used to do. Now you're seeing the daughters of the Road Warriors doing the same thing. But are the four of them with Battle Bowl 2 coming up, which means we're getting ready to have Wrestling Wars. With that right around the corner, are we going to see Kamiko end up in the TCW with her daughters? And them forming the team, the Walker team. Don't know, but we're going to have to keep an eye out on that. That would be a scary team on the women's side. You look, you got the TWO, you got the Hart Foundation, but they got to find one more. Oh. I'm telling you, most other wrestlers right there, you put them in a move like that, and that move would have ended their night. That's a 1 count on Falcon. And usually you've got one team that is just, they're doing whatever they're doing. They're throwing the other team off. Like the other team just isn't, they're not getting good tags in and out. And we typically see that. Oh, watch out. Watch out, Doc! It's coming! I tried to warn her, but she could not hear me in the ring. But normally you got that one team that is throwing the other team off. So you're like, man, normally, Team X, they're doing a lot of tags in and out. Tonight they're not, and, they end up losing the match. So one team, when they start to get on a roll, even if they're not in control the whole time, when they start to get on a roll, it can throw off the rhythm of the other team. But we do not see that happen typically in the matches between the Walker sisters and the Road Warriors. Normally on both sides, and we've seen it here tonight, both sides have those tags in and out. Both sides able to execute their offense. Both sides having to withstand the offense of the other side. And that has been the biggest problem when you look at the teams fighting against the Road Warriors. Because they are so just straight up power, just like their dads when they would do the thing. Oh, missed it right there and right over the top rope. Now in this match that doesn't matter, but just a little preview of what's coming up in the Women's Rumble here later tonight. What's going on, ESMW? Welcome to the show. Old Smoky Mountain. And just look, Spider's a funny name because you think, hey, they're doing whatever. But Spider absolutely dominating their prey, but very powerful wrestling coming from her. This might be the nicest thing. That kick in the ribs might be the nicest thing that they do. In a double team action. And look, quick in and out. They're like, hey, why did we do the thing? And this is their finisher. Will it finish the challengers here tonight? And it does, and that is a huge mistake. Look, Samantha looks over and she said, you said you had it.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are your Spider and the Falcon, the Road Warriors.
She is pissed off Samantha, pointing at Stephanie, saying, you said you had it, so she went to take care of the other one. Went to take care of Falcon, and Stephanie unable to kick out. Now, the Road Warriors 2.0 is still perfect when Tag Team Gold is on the line, now holding 2 Tag Team title belts. Yeah, shout out to you. You know what I mean? Go check out ESMW, Smoky Mountain Wrestling. Go check them out. So now, the previous winners getting their shots at the Universal title belt. We already know Witcher gets a shot at the Universal title. She was getting her shot in the last pay-per-view when all the craziness happened, right? We'll call it Dustgate. When Dustgate happened in my PS5, Witcher was supposed to get a shot. So there's 3 matches in that we haven't seen. We have seen 2 of those 3, but we still haven't got to see Witcher do it. Normally, she would have got that next shot. However, it hasn't lined up show-wise to do that yet. So now, Jane gets her shot before Witcher gets it.
The Universal Women's World Championship!
Now, Bobby Hart just winning this, finally taking that next step. She gets a shot, though, to prove it here tonight against the legend killer, Jane. You know, we could say what we want about who's the best. And that's another reason why I want to go in and we'll do a podcast and talk about that, because I put our title history into the AI. I trained the AI to know how to weigh it all out. And it would shock you, knowing that Aussie is our first 10-time champion, that is not who the AI says is the greatest women's wrestler of all time. Oh, are you intrigued now? Because I'm telling you, when I read it, I was like, wow, I did not see that coming. However, the top 3 are exactly who I thought the top 3 would be. What is going on, Sped? Welcome to the show, brother. Oh, man, I didn't even see you up there. Snuck in right before Eagle Star. But Bobby Hart now making her way down to the ring again. You know, we talked about Milkman. We talked about Raymond Jones possibly being in that category. We thought for 7 seasons Bobby Hart would be in that top 3 discussion. We thought she would be up there with Ozzy, with Cheyenne, with Witcher. We thought Melinda making her way into that category too. But we thought she would be up there in that category. Never been able to do it. So finally, winning that Universal Women's World title belt. But she's going to have to prove it against a very tough competitor. Yeah, maybe we haven't seen a lot of Jane as of late either. But Jane's still a legend killer, and she's called the legend killer for a reason. Will we see that here tonight?
Introducing the challenger from Blackpool, England, the All-Star Classic Champion, the Legend Killer, Jane! And her opponent from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, the Universal Women's World Champion, Bobby Hart.
Well, in Jakai, it's not really champion versus champion. I know Jane walks down with the belt, but that is the Rumble belt. To remind me every time who gets their shot. So she won the last monthly Rumble. That's why she gets her shot at this monthly Rumble. But right now, it's not like it's the first time these two have ever locked horns up in the ring. So we will see how it goes. Now, another really unique and interesting thing about Jane when you start looking at how things go, her and Heather D have got a move that seems to regenerate if they hit the move. And it's their finishing move, so it is deadly. If you let Jane, get rolling. Jane will win this match, and she will win it with authority. Oh, you didn't even tell me that. Didn't know you were out, brother. Hope you get better. But now, you know, we talk about Jane doing it, but then Bobby Hart, great lineage, great training, actually getting trained in the dungeon by her dad, Bret Hart. Maybe even the Dungeon 2.0 is what we would call that. And now finally seeing the success of that here in Season 7. So, can she keep that going? Very, very good measuring stick right here. But what is happening? Jane letting you know she wants that Universal title belt back. So it's not like Jane has never held the Universal title belt. She has absolutely held it. Don't you worry about that. And then she lost it to Witcher. Or she beat Witcher for it, then lost it to Cheyenne, who then goes on that Monster 9 title defense run before Witcher stopped it. So but yeah, Jane would become only the third two-time Universal World Champion. Witcher, a three-time champion. Ozzy, a two-time World Champion. But Jane could get back up on that list. Now, Jane didn't defend the title, so would want a much better run. Bobby Hart wants not to end her run. So a lot of stuff on the line for these two ladies here tonight. Yeah, that was absolutely, the Melinda thing, absolutely amazing. You know, we talked about some of the AI stuff going on, and another really interesting thing I used Melinda to test it out on. So all these AI images you guys are seeing that are photorealistic, I take a picture of your character, of your wrestler in the game. It generates a realistic photo. Had to train the AI to do that, but it generates a realistic photo. I then take that photo and wrote a program in the AI to regenerate a face scan for the game, and Melinda was the first one we tested it on. It looks good. So tonight, I think Melinda is in the 30-person Rumble, so we'll see what happens. But you'll kind of get to see it tonight. It's not a huge difference, but it is a noticeable upgrade. Oh, you didn't know? 2. And that, I think, is the part this year where Bobby Hart is now starting to see the success. She is doing something most Harts don't do. Well, now Lexi's kind of doing the same thing. Lexi's that, like, small powerhouse. Bobby is not small in the women's division. She's above average size, I would say, but very muscular. But now starting to use that and use that to generate power against her opponents. And now not just being a technical wrestler, but now starting to add the power to it as well. It's not on every move, but you just saw that huge power slam that she had. And I think that has been the difference with her ability to win this Women's Universal title. Oh no, It definitely didn't at all. Oh, Jane going for the last dance of Mary Jane. Bobby Hart able to step back just slightly. Jane misses it, and then Bobby Hart counterattack, getting her on the ground now, trying to give her the old Vulcan death grip, and Jane's like, she didn't appreciate that. She didn't appreciate that at all. Yeah, Eagle learned that I don't typically talk the way I talk when I'm doing the announcing, too. He got to see that I have a different voice when I just talk. But I am the same guy, so. Oh, and there it is, last dance. With Jane, and the nonchalant pin might have been a little bit too much. Bobby Hart able to kick out, but can she get back in control of the match? Again, Jane probably ready to go with another last dance of Mary Jane. Give Bobby Hart one more time to ease the pain. Aim. And look, I told you, like, not a lot did she do to get back in here, but can she get it in again? And if she does, will she make the mistake? Oh, yeah. Nonchalant pin, you know I love them. 1, 2, 3, and Jane just became the 2-time Universal World Champion.
Here is your winner, and new, the Universal Women's World Champion, the Legend Killer, Jane.
So I would say not a great night for the champions, but this is the first real title change. Yeah, the Walker sisters lost their belt, but they lost it to a real champion. So we will have to see, what does that mean now then for GC Rock? Will GC Rock be able to win a Universal World Championship? Don't know. You know, you go back and you look at the Meltdown title. Really, that is the world title that goes back to the start of it all. Look at these pictures. They are on another level. But that's the one that goes kind of back to the start of it all. And GC Rock was the one that won that inaugural championship. But when you look at the Universal World title,
the following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Universal World Heavyweight Championship.
But when you look at the Universal World title, GC Rock has never won it. Number one. And GC Rock has never challenged for it. One of the most interesting stats I have seen in the TCW. There's some other interesting ones, but I would have put money that GC Rock would have challenged quite a few times for the title and won it one time. That's where my money would have been. But not even once. So, GC Rock's been seeing a lot of success here lately. Didn't see it against Arthur, but saw a lot of success. Ended up winning the Rumble, then wins the United States title. So you see his Rumble Championship, which he won't be carrying after tonight. But can he replace that title belt with a Universal World Championship? Rowdy fought. You fought. You're in match one. You're in the Rumble match. There's only 6 matches tonight. 2 Universal Tag matches and 2 Universal World title belts. And then the men's Rumble happened first, and then it will be And the very next match will be the main event, and that'll be the Women's Rumble match coming up. Look, you can see Eagle Star, too, up on the monthly Rumble up there right behind Sentinel. Eagle Star and Witcher up there. You can see Rowdy and Ozzy on the thumbnail for the show. What is going on, Sam? Welcome to the show. Yeah, I'm excited about this Women's Rumble, too. Like, seeing Jane win it, that's very cool. Sentinel being the Universal World Champion, like, what? That's very cool. GC Rock getting his first shot, would have never guessed that. That's cool. A lot of cool stuff going on tonight.
From Manchester, England, weighing in at 306 pounds, the United States Champion and the All-Star Classic Champion, GC Rock. And his opponent from Chesapeake, Virginia, weighing in at 308 pounds, the Universal World Heavyweight Champion, Sinister Trout.
Sentinel now has a chance, if he can defend the title belt here tonight, to tie an old legend in Sting. This is one of the few title belts that actually went back and forth for a little bit with wrestlers from the WCW and the WWE. Now, no longer doing that, but for a little bit there, that's what the Universal title represented. The battle between the TCW and the WWE. So, having a shot right now, like if you take out the WWE wrestlers and their title reigns, he is tied for the longest title reign right now with Robbo. With Robbo, that's it, at 2. So this belt has been begging for long title reigns. Will Sentinel be able to deliver that? Is he going to be the first guy that maybe can push it up to 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe be the first one to put it in double digits. Even though women's has only been defended 9 times in a row, which I say only, that's crazy, right? But very few belts have ever got 10 title defenses or more. And look at the power of these two guys. The power is absolutely on another level. And again, little back and forth action. We saw GC Rock really get dominated by Lord Arthur Stevenson. Not only on the SSU, but then also here in the TCW. And I think that's kind of woke GC up a little bit and been like, hey, I got to get back to doing my thing. And that is exactly what it looks like he's doing here tonight. Like, win or lose, that's already a better match on the part of GC Rock. But you look at a guy like Sentinel, and it takes a while to even start to wear Sentinel down. So is Sentinel going to hold on to his Universal title here tonight, or is GC Rock going to get his first win? And it's funny, I say his first win. There's only ever been one wrestler to win this belt multiple times, and that is Totes. Won it 3 times. So you would say, oh, Totes has got to be the greatest world champion or Universal champion of all time, but I don't know that's necessarily true. Only defended the title belt 1 time and then had 2 one and done where he won and then couldn't defend it the next time. So we've got other people like Robbo. Yeah, he's only won it 1 time, but defended it twice. Savage won it and defended it once. Sentinel won it and defended it twice. So there's probably still some debate up to who would be the greatest Universal champion, where, as if you look at the women's, yeah, Witcher's won it multiple times, but Cheyenne defended it 9 straight times, like one of the top 5 most dominating runs. And that is Sentinel's finishing move called Sentinel's Crossing. 1, 2. And GC Rock able to kick out, but GC Rock skating on some thin ice right now. What is going on, Derek Felkowski? Welcome to the show. Listen to these guys. They're like fight forever, and I don't think anybody in this arena would disagree with that. One more match left here tonight. Make sure you stay with us. Sentinel really trying to put the kiboshes on GC Rock. Both guys, even though GC Rock has the height advantage on Sentinel, does not have the weight advantage. They are both roughly like very close, probably I'd say within 10 pounds of each other, so no real advantage there. But you got to take away Sentinel's hair, you know what I mean? Like, the height of Sentinel's hair almost makes it equal again. Sentinel setting up for it again, and you gotta believe if he can hit the crossing one more time, it's over. And I gotta believe it's over. Hooks the leg. 2, 3. Good night, sweet prince. Sentinel retains the Universal World Championship.
And still the Universal World Heavyweight Champion, Sinister.
So Sentinel getting the win tonight over GC Rock. GC Rock doing everything he needs to do to get this shot. But look, at the end of the day, that wasn't a dual title match, so GC Rock still holding on to United States Championship. So that means he still has a path to work his way back up here to get another shot at that title again someday. Once GC Rock has his United States title run, once he loses that belt, we'll get a shot at the Meltdown World Championship. If he can win that, we'll earn a shot again for the Universal World title. So, definite ways to go. Not going to be the last time we see him up there. What is going on, Cutler? Welcome to the show. Yeah, I mean, I'm ready. I'm ready for that as well. To see that. You guys can see some of the people that are in here. This is not the order. That is just alphabetical order of the ladies in the Rumble.
The following contest is the Royal Rumble match. Now, the 2 superstars that drew number 1 and number 2 will start the ring at the same time. Other superstars will join in the order they drew. This will continue until all 30 superstars have entered the ring. Eliminations occur when you are thrown over the top rope with both feet landing on the floor. The last superstar in the ring will be declared the Royal Rumble winner and will go on to face the champion of their choice at WrestleMania! Introducing the participants. First, representing the Authority from Authority Megacorp HQ, the Judge Julie Justice.
You look at Judge Julie Justice, that is a two-time TCW Women's Champion. Drawing the short stick here tonight. But Judge Julie Justice now getting ready to make her way down to the ring. So the longest reigning champion with the most title defenses, regardless of whatever the belt is actually held by Aussie. Aussie won the Women's Meltdown Championship and defended it 13 straight times before losing it in her 14th title defense. Then you look at the next two, and they're both held by Totes McGoats. Totes defended the now retired, which we might bring back. It's just too pretty of a belt not to have, but the $1 Million Championship. Defended it 11 times and defended the TCW United States Championship 11 times before losing it on the 12th time. The fourth longest reign, that was just off the top of my head. The fourth longest reign, which will also tie and round out the top five, are held by two different people. Matt Storm defended the United States title a next record 10 times. So that is the only four people who have defended title belts. Totes did it twice, Aussie and Matt Storm, that had double-digit title defenses. Then you look at Cheyenne, who defended the Universal Women's title belt 9 times. Crazy. Yeah, winning the title is one thing. I mean, that's not easy either. But defending it and actually having a championship reign, that is another thing.
Number 2, from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Tiffany Hart.
And if you guys have been watching, Chilliwack was the one I forgot in the last one. So if I could figure out who Chilliwack came in after, that'll be good. But he's the name that I know I'm missing. I just don't know where he fits in now. I got so excited he was in there whooping some folks that I forgot to write them down. Yeah, and you know what's going to be funny about this? You're going to start knowing, if you guys are following the channel, if you guys are in the Discord, you guys are going to start knowing these facts too, because there are going to be posters. A new poster is going to come out every day, but we're going to have posters coming out on the channel. There's posters that are already posted in the Discord that start talking about this. We're going to have the record breaker posters. We're going to have a lot of different stuff. And then once we can kind of get caught up with the stuff that's already happened, when new things happen, if something new happened like in this here, we're going to start seeing new posters come out immediately for it. So it's going to be crazy. I had ChatGPT, I had AI basically do a lot of stuff. Savannah coming in at number 3, but do a lot of stuff and then create different TCW campaigns. So pay attention to the posts, pay attention to some of the stuff. You're going to see some of the advertisements in these arenas. Don't see it in this one, but you're going to see some of these advertisements in the arenas as well. So just crazy. Oh, look at this. Monica Monroe at number 4. The person who makes Monica Monroe absolutely amazing, but the problem with how they make her, it takes out the body damage. Like, you can't see any body damage. You can see it on the face, but not the body. So we did something to stay in cahoots with the spirit of how they built her, but made her so that she does other things as well. Now she can have the body damage. You can see the body damage, but it's absolutely her moveset, her stuff, mostly her tattoos. But you can't tell. Alana D coming in at number 5. But what's crazy about everything I'm doing now, when you guys are buying tickets to the show, when you guys are doing super chats, when you guys are donating money, Phoenix coming in at number 6, that is what has allowed us to be able to do this. When the tickets stop getting bought, that will dry up for sure. Phoenix coming in at number 6, but getting the first elimination, Alana D on her way out first. That is a distinction that you don't want to have, but that is a distinction she's got at least over this next month.
A competitor has been eliminated.
Yeah, that was...
A competitor has been eliminated.
That was such an unexpected thing that happened. What I thought... Don't think you guys can just put this in ChatGPT and then it starts working. It takes a lot more work than that. You've actually got to train...
A competitor has been eliminated.
You got to train ChatGPT to do certain things. And it took a lot of training to get it to start producing what it's producing now. It took a lot of input from my spreadsheets and from other things to get it to start doing what it's doing now. So, Angela Star coming in at number 9. But yeah, so when I told it to do what it was... look!
Has been eliminated.
She's not even messing around. Angela gets in, it's like, oh, let me get Monica out real quick. Hey, what is this? What are you supposed to do? Throw people? Okay, let me get down there and start throwing people over the top rope. So when I put in, I said, hey, I want you to make... And I put in... a picture, Alacron coming in at number 10, but I put in a picture to make a more realistic photo. And then I put in the thing and I was making a logo for Sid B, and that came up, and I mean, I about started crying. I was like, I'm not a crier either, but it just... it definitely hit me. My wife was like, what is going on? And I explained it to her, and she's like, oh my God, that is so beautiful. So, like, I put it out there a little bit because I was like, well, I don't want people to be offended by it or something, or you know what I mean? And then I showed it to Solo, showed it to Jay Savage, and...
A competitor has been eliminated.
And then he made the video of it as well. So that's, it's just very interesting. It was very shocking it happened, and I was like, man, what a great image that is. So now that's at the start of our streams, and you'll see it in one of the TCW. Allison coming in now at number 12. And we'll find other ways to use it too. But yeah, I mean, ultimately that is the end game, is to create t-shirts, coffee mugs, different things out of the whole thing. So Jones now coming down at 13. Allison trying to get Susie out. Rebecca handling her business. Alacron trying to say, like, hey, what are you doing in here? Let's get you out of here real quick. Alacron now trying to get Allison out. And there's some really neat logos that it produces that has given me other ideas to go in other directions. Like AI isn't exactly running the thing, but it is giving me ideas. It is doing things that I was like, and it has brought up things that I was like, wow, I didn't see it that way, but I guess you're right. We should be doing like this or this or this. Oh, it looked like T. Jones was down for the count right there. Looked like Susie had her on the ropes, or over the ropes for that matter, and not quite how it went down. Whoa! Becky's like, hey, let's go ahead and just get Phoenix out of here. Phoenix is leaving on a jet plane. Don't know if she'll be back again. Alacron trying to get Angela Star out, and it works!
A competitor has been eliminated.
You'd almost say Angela Star came in like a Phoenix. She came in, and I mean that fast eliminated somebody. Alacron just picking people up right now and throwing them out. T. Jones able to fight it right there. Looked like Susie was getting the better of Allison. And Diamond Santos inadvertently right there saves Allison Wagner. And we're getting into that spot. Anita T coming in at 15. Can somebody in the ring right now win it from where they're at? Diamond Santos just stood back. Alacron started doing some stuff, and it kind of reminded me of Indiana Jones. That guy's like doing the things with the swords, and now everything's going on, and then he just like shoots him and walks off. If you guys don't know the story behind that Indiana Jones scene, look it up. Hilarious. Sarah now coming down at number 16. Now we've got 8 women. Well, we did have 8 women in the ring. Susie eliminating Anita T, who just got down to the ring. And then there were 7 again. And look, Anita T, probably a lot like Totes, just is not good at crazy matches. Now, you put Anita T one-on-one, you've already seen her win world title belts. You know what I mean? So, and then you have some of those wrestlers out there that are phenomenal. Phenomenal. In specialty matches. Sarah trying to get Diamond Santos out. Anybody going to give her a hand? Does she need it? Oh! TJ throws Rebecca Dawn out and sees her opportunity. Goes over there and helps Sarah and gets another double elimination to get Diamond Santos out of the ring. And I'm telling you right now, you look at the Diamond Santoses of the world, you look at the Misty Watsons of the... I thought that was going to be a record, but it was Sarah getting thrown out. Where Lexi... And I almost missed Lexi Hart even getting into this match. But Lexi Hart and T. Jones hook up to get another double elimination. Now, we talked about Lexi Hart a little bit, too, at the beginning.
A competitor has been eliminated.
messed that one up. I don't know who got eliminated before. Oh, I thought she was out of here. So they eliminated Allison Wagner, not Sarah. Then Sarah got eliminated by T. Jones. Now Yuri Walker making her way down. Yeah, no, that Indiana Jones thing is hilarious. He was actually hung over, basically. Long story short, it's way better to watch it, but he was hung over. Didn't feel like shooting the scene. That was not in the script. And this is what you don't want to see at number 20. At number 20, Miss Crimson has made her way into this match. Look at the carnage in the ring. Rebecca, T. Jones, Alacron. Yuri just saves Ashley Perez. And right now, people can't even grab Crimson to even try to throw her out anyway. Oh, what is she doing? Gave her the old whoops-a-daisy right there. Gave her the old get you some of that. Alacron trying to put Ashley out. Crimson trying to put out Becky. And I'm just going to tell you, I don't think there's a lot of try with Crimson. There's only two. You get eliminated from a match, and that person that you got eliminated by was Crimson. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I don't know how you're mad about it. Like, what did you do? Like, look at Lexi just hit Crimson with the old double axe handle. Lexi, oh, look. Lexi going around the world. Crimson's like, let me go ahead and get out of the way, and now that you're done doing the craziness, I'll grab you and let me throw you out of this ring. Oh, Lexi found a way to hold on. Did not think that's the way it was going to go downtown, Julie Brown. Oh, the golden sledgehammer. Not that it exactly matters. Cheyenne coming in at 21. But the golden sledgehammer, anytime you get a chance to see that. Or you can help yourself to Eagle's Best Rum. Or you can. Yuri trying to put out T. Jones. But T. Jones turns that around and puts Yuri out. Crimson takes Susie out.
A competitor has been eliminated.
Cheyenne takes Lexi Hart out. Look at the women. They're just leaving. They're like, man, crazy stuff is going on. T. Jones right now. Uh-oh. Oh, how did she stop her? T. Jones at 13, but the oldest person in the ring is Alacron at number 10. I thought Ashley Perez was going to get a shot to get Crimson out. Instead, Witcher coming down at the 22 spot. Witcher's like, man, I'm going to go ahead and get me my title shot. And look, she's not even going to waste time. She's just going to be like, look, T. Jones, you're out of here. You're in the way of my title spot. Cheyenne's like, wait, that's my title belt. Witcher's like, I won it 3 times. Cheyenne says she's offended at 9. Who's right? We'll let the ring decide.
A competitor has been eliminated.
Ashley takes Olicron out. That means Skywalker eliminates the legend of Cheyenne. Skywalker, that's funny. Sky Stone Skywalker. I might change your name. I might change your name. That's hilarious. Oh, Sky, though, right now, basically saving Crimson, like Crimson getting lucky, Sky going after her. Vanessa LeVay coming in at 24. And Sky right back after Crimson. But look at, can't she get her out? I can't even believe she got her over the ring. Miss Nightmare at 25. I can't even believe she got her that far. Vanessa LeVay coming up with some kind of crazy stretch and then saying, let's get Witcher out right now. Can she get her out? Well, Miss Nightmare's like, I don't know. She's about the same color as my face paint, so let me go ahead and save her. And despite Ashley Perez's best efforts, it is not working to get Crimson out. Oh! She could pay the price for Pincha at 26. Sky now trying to get Witcher out. Oh, and I'm telling you, Crimson trying to get out Ashley, but again, there's not a lot of try. There's only do in Crimson's world.
A competitor has been eliminated.
Ashley had Crimson on the ropes for so long. Witcher taking out Sky. Misty coming in at 27. But Ashley was right there on the verge of getting Crimson out so many times. And it just didn't happen. Miss Nightmare. Misty came straight in and threw Miss Nightmare over that top ring. That top rope. Crimson and Witcher double teaming Misty. Rapincha bringing Witcher over to the side, trying to get her out. And you can see, Rapincha doesn't have a lot of height, but got her over that top rope. Just couldn't get it finished off. And Melinda G making her way down to the ring. Man, you look at, the who's who of women's wrestling. You're seeing it now. What is Rapincha doing? Taking Miss Nightmare up top. Melinda trying to eliminate Misty Watson. Misty not having it, though. Able to turn around. Rapincha and Melinda, ex-tag team partners. Vanessa and Vanessa saving. Nikita Walters making her way down to the ring. Nikita having a lot of success here as of late. Can she win this Rumble match and get a shot at the Universal World title? If she does, she's going to be doing it against some of the best women's competition that's out there right now. Witcher able to fight back though. And it took Miss Nightmare to eliminate Crimson. It looked like Missy took out Vanessa. I did not see who took out Melinda, however. Witcher trying to get rid of her, and does. Witcher taking out Miss Nightmare. If you remember earlier, Miss Nightmare actually saved Witcher, so you want to talk about no good deed goes unpunished. And now finally number 30 making her way down to the ring. Heather D coming in at number 30, so it is going to be one of these women who get their shot at the Universal title. Witcher now taking out Rapinja. Hell, it was probably Witcher that took out Melinda, but I just didn't see it. And then there were 4. Oh, look, did she just get something turned around? Heather ends up saving Witcher. And 2 members of the TWO, longest running faction in the TCW. Longest running tag team, Phoenix and Mimi. And it's funny that all these longest come from the women's division. Longest title reign, women's division. Longest. Oh. Lakita Walters saves Missy, but look, again, right back with the no good deed. Heather now the leader of the TWO trying to get Missy out. And look, I get it. At the end of the day, there can only be one, right? Only one person's going to win this shot at the Women's Universal Championship. Witcher's already got a shot. And Witcher breaks up the infighting in the TWO. Missy now trying to get Nikita Walters out. Is the TWO going to have the advantage here? Yes, they are. Yes, they are going to have the advantage. But now, is Witcher going to sit back like she's doing right now? Let these 2 ladies fight it out or get involved. Right now, they might not even fully understand that Witcher's even in the ring. But they understand it now. So they know, just like everybody else knows, it's like the Highlander, there can be only one. So, and look at the state of that. Missy now taking it to the top rope. Dangerous spot to be in, to be fair. But a huge clothesline might have just changed the tide of this match. And Witcher saves Heather. So both these ladies saving each other. Not going to save her now.
A competitor has been eliminated.
And then there were 2. Is she going to hit her with the witch's brew? No. Missy says, let me pick you up. Huge body slam. And which one of these women are going to get a shot at the Women's Universal Championship? which one is going to find a way to get her done. You got Misty, who came in at 27. You got the Witcher, who came in at 22. And the Witcher's got 5 eliminations already. I think Misty's got 1. Oh, and Witcher might be out. Hit her with Red's Redemption. Is that going to do it? Is she going to try to get her out of the match now? She does, and Misty comes away with the shot at the Women's Universal World Championship.
The Grim Reaper, Mighty Watson!
Man, Witcher was vying for that spot, but it's kind of funny because, like, Witcher wins it, then she gets 2 shots at the title, you know what I mean? But she still has 1 shot now. This way, Misty's got a shot at the title, so does Witcher. Witcher the first in line to get her title shot. From the previous thing, Misty will get her title shot at the next monthly Rumble. What a crazy show. What an amazing time. What strange times to be in the TCW. Guys, I'm telling you right now, we are taking the TCW to the next level. You can see it in the match cards. You can see it in the posts on the channel. You can see it, and you're going to start seeing it even more. You can see it in the Discord. If you're in the Discord, you can see what is coming. So not a bad thing. Join the Discord. Be very careful about your account on Discord, but you can see all that stuff coming. So do that. Join the Bark Squad. Again, we are 1 member away, the last time I checked, from getting an extra 5 emojis. So I've got the emojis on the channel ready to go that you guys can use in chat. If you're a member, you can do it. One of the best ways to support the channel is through channel membership. With the AI stuff starting to happen, that is going to be a big thing moving forward. So do what you got to do. Do it the way you got to do it. I'm just saying that's one way if that's the way you're going. Really appreciate everything that you guys do. Love the community. And all this, we wouldn't be doing any of it without any of you guys. So just remember, when you're out there in the world and you're doing stuff and somebody acts a certain way towards you, that doesn't give them the power to treat or to change how you would react back towards them. Hey, I was mean to them because they were mean to me. That's dumb. So don't let that be the thing. Don't give people the power to do that. Be a leader in your community, and we will catch all of you guys in the next one. From everybody here at the Totes My Goats Network to all of you out there, peace.